Hey, where's the way?
Oh, Accra Regional Police Command. Na yaba ye message titia. Ensure o mine mu nyina ye nyina Ghana for yabopre with the help of the political class. See ye say no. Ye nsase ye forest nyina ye say no. So we decided to see a demonstration on the 28th. And 28th, you know, as the Public Order Act demands, a notification of intention at Ghana Police. And the notification of intention, which a copy is in my hands, at Ghana Police, Accra region. Now, regional commander is available. So we've left the letter with the registry, which Omama krata which indicates say Oma receive it. And then 28th demonstration on a Galamsey must fall is coming on live. Apolitical. Munyina mubedia dance here. Time wa Miami Party MPP wabemu. We fought and fought and fought on Galamsey. It doesn't matter who is in government today. The reaction of a government and said we see behavior, everything shows clearly. So we need a political will to fight this menace. All Ghanaians should come. Let's raise awareness. Not 28 and here shall see 4 p.m. But by 2 the near converging. Now 2 near match procession. Akofa police headquarters and him. You do police headquarters. And I'm say police 4 and I saw my boy Hobine. You do a 2 who kakra amomo. If you want to move straight to a Flagstaff House, the seat of government, near Okatakyie John Dramani Mahama, said Okatakyie Afrifa, time and no opposition leader say, on declare state of emergency, no. O in here 100 days to declare state of emergency. O in here 100 days to say, obe make sure say, or best send a year soldier for Amia Koboy forest in the issue by. Yenina you, it knows no political color, whether you pull, ensure ne sayo forest ne sayo enchirima ne beba bebre eti enei minua kwasinsia Kwame Appiah speaker of Kesme kwasinsia adom ene Benjamin Sia ene yenuanom a omantimi ama ye frekuo we generational right protection society taking inspiration from Aborigines Right Protection Society evise mre bi atwa mu mensa saba mo ane tigina yeso mo makwasi broni mfa yensase ema yen ne nchirima ye ba yenya bie ne yan kasa yenso ye sensase no omokon ye ageye no nas wo chena nchirima ba wo mbe ye dai. And for that matter we must speak up. It doesn't matter which political party you belong to. You must speak up today. And that is exactly what we are doing. Ye kasa say ene yensu aye say no. Ye forest aye say no. We need decisive leadership. Decisive measures. Cogent measures to solve Galamsey. 18 na mobile ya de kanyina no 28th 29th ye tempentin kwa akire aban say yewu na onye bibi emfa ho metals we yensuo ni mudoso kidney diseases being recorded in the next few years yare amrantie ne maba wa benya okrom ha kidney diseases will be rampant because of yensuo ye sabi emfuo ekom ebeba evise mfuo ni nyina ye etu ni nyina gudu ye Galamsey emfa na ebe no aduane adi enti se osi emfa ho na emfa ho a ene ukoto fish ena mu nsuo ye de mercury ni ade adi agu fish ni munti no ebe fa ho se osi emfa ho a ukoto bode na free bode asankrego bode na eba ena mu nura ye de agu nsase ni mane ekọ enubaye ni munti no ebe fa ho na se wo se onyonko ane ye de no ne ye ne wo a se bimpanimfo se okwasea and the Kasa. It's necessary. So on the 28th, it doesn't matter which political party you belong to. The record is there to show that Miangasam party Kurama Fanchomo. So when you people some and then this some ABC when your mama buy 3 months a year and chair and train. Yeah, what was and chair? What to be that? What about ye 3 months in Crawford Troguswa, Forest yes and insure yes and no. Was still a young chairman in 1 year, any 2 years, and yeah, Kwakubusano. 28 and they say, one catcher Kufu they say, on declare state of emergency. It's how many months, how many years, and we here to declare that state of emergency. It's in a mobile, yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, baby says, I didn't tell what up to now. We last year, as MPP was in government, went to near that demonstration. What up to now, that demonstration.
Last year, Yenina Yenim, and himself, Okatakyie Afrifa, a Kufuado, Bam, will be and was where Galamsey, or year demonstrations at Chami Wukruma. Fix the country in 1 year. Me and him anymore. Eh? So it's not about 1 year and 1 year. 1 month to election on the November. I will bring me party call a year about all. Okatakyie Afrifa, many a year new speaker. And you felt through room where you coach China for no so be a topic. Yenina can won't be as a Santa Henen and 2 more. I saw for no 2 more bay. Sad any Jinasuma, my party could blame me say. San your money in a moment lose election, but I know so the family home. See a say you. Nasa nunti yebe lose election and yen lose ni ne lose ni china see and take decisive leadership. So like I'm saying, it has nothing to do with one our power and one any power. Last year yebe twaba we raised Galamsey. Mi angasa me komi krom bom fa chiase. Eko to say ye mi angasa me chairman. Chairman Luther. Ne nkofo hye nwura mu omutu Galamsey. Ya che ne ba be kan. We named and shaped. So when it comes to the fight against Galamsey, it is apolitical. Obi be gaza no anya Sabi, we are calling people onto the street today. If it's a good for the person, you be pa.
Thank you.
Starting point, no even.
Starting point of Brassport.
Okay,
you may share Brassport 2 p.m. You're on the 28th, you know. Now, a Bobe for no. We march procession. D Nyajamburi. D if it's a Samu Abano, a Sefimasem. Yes, say and sassing, you know, all across the country for the greed of the selected few. Eti D near Machi, Yenina Yasu candles. At your court. Akobusa Yura John Dramani Mahama say, the cogent plan towards solving of a Galamsey issue any day. It is of Brassport. Yes, you that's it.
This Okatakyie Afrifa Waba Abama dear. Myself to meet that. But kind of a fair concern about Galamsey 3 days Galamsey a year origin. No about Abama.
You go back to work.
Okay, thank you guys. Was he? Mami, Jacob where?
About relations with Côte d'Ivoire following the recent visit of Galamsey to Ghana. I must place on record that the visit of Galamsey was a private visit. He was not invited by Ghana. I did carry out some checks after my attention was drawn to his social media posts. I think he paid a visit to the Kwame Nkrumah Museum, and he put out a post from there that he was on some pilgrimage in Ghana. My checks with officials indicate that it is a private visit, and we have had engagements with our counterparts in Côte d'Ivoire, and they are perfectly fine with his private visit, to the extent that we did not invite him, and it is not an official engagement. We do not expect that the visit of Soro to Ghana will mar our very cordial diplomatic ties with Côte d'Ivoire. So that's how I respond to that. Then Mr. Ghanaians wanted to know the number of heads of states expected. As I did indicate, all ECOWAS heads of state have been invited for this event, including heads of state of the AES countries. You do know that because of the divorce from ECOWAS, it requires the host president to be solely responsible for that invitation. So they will come as hosts of the Ghanaian president because of the divorce. But in the spirit of goodwill and seeking to foster reunification, which we hope that will be achieved in the shortest possible time. All sides, when President Mahama discussed with his colleagues that he wanted to invite the AES as a state, he did not face any opposition or resistance, which is really a good sign that there is that genuine commitment and desire for ECOWAS to be fully reintegrated. And those of you who followed President Mahama's state visits to these AES countries, you recall that they did indicate that if ECOWAS will recognize their bloc, the AES bloc, and will not mind inviting them as a bloc, not as individual countries, then they were open to the idea. So President Mahama has briefed the chair of ECOWAS, President Tinubu, as you do know, following the shuttle diplomacy. And President Tinubu has said that at the next ECOWAS Heads of State Summit, President Mahama will be given the floor to present a detailed report of his engagements, so that some of these considerations and the concessions, which I imagine will be discussed by Heads of State. You need also to recall that during this launch, there will be the extraordinary meeting of ministers to discuss the same matter, and a report will be presented to the Heads of State. So you can see a flurry of efforts to get our good neighbors to return to the fold, even if we return under a different guise, under a different format. What is important is that we are so interlinked, we are so intertwined, we are one people, we have common ethnic groups, a common culture, common heritage. There's so much that binds us together. You know, that those artificial boundaries, as you know, which were boundaries not created by us. So we are very confident that we will see a reunited ECOWAS. Then on the other question of the common currency, the vision is alive. It has not been abandoned. It's not been deserted. The challenge is with finding a common platform to converge. But to the extent that the preliminary structures have been done, and there is also that political will, I would say that let us keep hope alive, and that in the shortest possible time we shall have a common currency. Not only a common currency, but a common standby force and common institutions that will help in helping us attain full integration with a common central bank. All of those ideas that our founding fathers committed to when the organization was born in 1975. Then our friend from Media Journal is following up on the 14 Ghanaians who say who are caught up on the front lines of the Russia-Ukraine war. We did see that publication, which was like a distress video that went viral, and we asked our mission in Moscow to report. I must say that it's been very difficult for our colleagues in Moscow to really identify these people, locate them, and to know exactly where they are. We didn't stop there. We invited the Russian ambassador in Accra for discussion on this matter. And he has also asked for details. He says that his embassy and his government is not aware of this situation. Clearly, it didn't go through formal channels. From our preliminary investigations, it does appear that there are some private recruitment agencies who promise people jobs in Russia or Ukraine, and then unknown to these young people who are looking for decent work, who are not soldiers or warriors or vigilantes who did not set out to go to war, and then lured to the battlefront if those reports are to be confirmed. But I can assure you that we continue to look into this matter. We've told the authorities to pursue this, and we want to use this opportunity to reach out to the Ghanaian populace. If you do have any relative, any son, any loved one who you believe is been lured to the front lines, please, let's have the details. So far, nobody has been forthcoming to give us details, concrete details, so that we can really pursue this matter. Apart from that video which emerged shortly online and disappeared, and we have not heard of the incident again. We don't know where this will go now. Information has really been scanty and difficult to come by. So this is an opportunity to ask the Ghanaian people if they do have relatives who they believe are on the front lines, or who have spoken to them from the front lines of the Russia-Ukraine war, to make contact with the foreign ministry and will be willing to assist in helping to rescue them and bring them back to safety. Thank you very much.
Thank you for those.